Airlines will move you to a better seat for free this year, but only if you say the right words at the right moment. It's not a gimmick, and it's not a credit card pitch. These are real upgrades, sitting empty on flights you're already booked on, given away every single day because almost nobody our age knows to ask. Gate agents and flight crews have the power to upgrade you. They're just never going to offer it out loud. A better seat handed over is money the airline didn't have to give. So today, I'm handing you all 9 of these flight upgrade secrets, including the exact words to say, so the answer comes back yes. And number 1 is a federal rule the airline prays you never quote at the gate. Let's start. Secret number 9. The check-in window nobody opens. Here is something most travelers our age never try. The cheapest upgrade of the whole trip is sitting at the check-in counter in the 24 hours before your flight. That is when airlines release the better seats that didn't sell. Extra legroom, the empty exit row, sometimes a quiet seat near the front. Some go free, some for a small fee far below what they cost at booking. But the screen will never pop up and tell you. You have to ask, out loud, at the counter. Here is how it usually goes. A woman checks in the night before, asks one polite question, and gets moved to an aisle with 6 extra inches of legroom for nothing. The man behind her paid $90 for the same row 3 weeks earlier. Your defense? Check in the moment the window opens, 24 hours before departure, ask at the staffed counter or on the app. What's opened up? Compare any fee against what that seat cost at booking. It is often a fraction. Magic phrase. Have any better seats opened up for today's flight, and are any of them complimentary? That one gets you a better seat before you even reach the gate. The next one waits until the cabin door is already shut. Secret number 8. The seat move after the door closes. Yes, flights are fuller than they have ever been. That is exactly why you ask the crew, not the app. The seat map freezes for passengers the second boarding starts, but the crew runs the cabin once that door closes. No-shows happen on almost every flight, and the only people who know which good seats actually stayed empty are wearing the uniform. A quiet, polite ask after boarding finishes for a little more room works far more often than people our age expect. I will be straight with you. The passengers who demand it get nothing. The ones who ask kindly get moved. Your defense. Wait until boarding is completely finished. Never ask midstream. Ask quietly. Give a simple reason. Legroom, an aisle, a knee that needs to stretch. Accept a no gracefully. A crew remembers courtesy for the whole flight. Magic phrase. Now that the door is closed, would it be all right if I moved to one of the open seats with a little more room? That is the empty seat working in your favor. The next secret makes the airline put your name on the list before you ever pack. Secret number 7. The free number that moves you up the list. This one costs nothing and almost nobody our age bothers with it. Every airline runs on its loyalty program, and your member number is how they decide who even gets considered when a better seat opens up. Here is the part they don't advertise. You do not need a wall of miles or elite status to start. Joining is free, and it takes about 5 minutes. But you have to put that member number on the booking, because a traveler with no number attached is invisible to the system. No upgrade offers, no member-only fares, no consideration at all. The member gets seen, the stranger gets skipped. Your defense. Join the airline's loyalty program before you fly. It is free and takes 5 minutes. Add your member number to the reservation, not just your name. Mention you are a member when you ask at the gate. It puts you on the right list. Magic phrase. I'm a loyalty member. Could you check where I sit on today's upgrade list? Now your name is on the list. The next secret decides whether the agent picks you off it. Secret number 6. Why the agent chooses one person and skips 10. Here is a truth no airline will print. When a better seat opens at the gate, the agent often gets to choose who gets it, and they choose the calm, pleasant, easy passenger, almost every time, not the loudest, not the one waving a complaint, the one who treated them like a person on a long, hard shift. I learned this slowly after years of watching it happen. The traveler who smiles and asks once lands the seat. The traveler who argues gets a tired no. You are not begging, you are simply making yourself the easy yes. Your defense. Greet the agent. Use their name from the badge. Ask how their day is going. Make your ask short, warm, and once, then stop. Never argue or hover. Discretion is theirs, and they reward kindness. Magic phrase, I know it's a long shot, but if anything better opens up today, I'd be so grateful to be considered. That is how you become the name they remember. And the next one is the shortest sentence in this whole video. Secret number 5. The 4 words I use on every flight. I told you at the start there was a 4-word phrase. Here it is. Any space up front? 4 words. Said lightly, with a smile, to the gate agent before boarding. It does something clever. It does not demand an upgrade. It quietly tells the agent you are flexible, willing, and easy to move. On flights where economy is packed and a few premium seats sit empty, the agent often needs to fill them, or shift people to balance the cabin. The flexible, friendly passenger who already asked is the first one they think of. I have been moved up more times with those 4 words than with anything else I do. It costs you nothing. The worst answer is a kind no. Your defense. Say it early. At the gate, before boarding groups are called. Keep it light. It is a question, never a demand. Pair it with Secret 7. Be a loyalty member, so there's a list to move you up. Magic phrase. Any space up front? Which of these first 5 have you never tried? Drop the number below and grab the free printable version of this list, linked right in the description. We're almost at 100,000 of us. And if these have ever helped you, a subscribe carries us over that line. Stay with me. The next upgrade is hiding in your wallet right now. Secret number 4. The day of price the website hides. Here is something the booking page will never show you. The upgrade you skipped at booking because it cost too much is usually far cheaper on the day you fly. Airlines would rather sell that empty premium seat for a little than fly it empty. So they drop the price. Some email you a bid for an upgrade, offer a day or two before. Some simply quote a low number if you ask at the gate. I have seen a front cabin seat that was $400 at booking. Go for under $80 at the gate on a quiet afternoon. You only find out if you ask the price out loud. Your defense. Watch your email 2 to 3 days out for an upgrade offer or bid message. They are real. At the gate, ask the day of upgrade price before you assume you can't afford it. If you carry a travel rewards card, check whether it covers the upgrade or a lounge. Many do. Unused. Magic phrase. What would it cost to move up to the front cabin on today's flight? That turns a luxury into a small, smart spend. The next one pays you instead. Secret number 3. The volunteer play that upgrades your next flight. This is the one frequent flyers quietly love. On an oversold flight, the airline needs volunteers to take a later one. Most people our age never raise a hand. They assume it's a hassle. But here is the trade. You hand them flexibility, and they hand you real value. Travel credit that can run into the hundreds, and very often a better seat, or a bump to a higher cabin on the flight they rebook you onto. If you are not in a rush, an extra 2 hours can be the best paid 2 hours of your trip. You are not losing your seat. You are trading time you have. For value, you don't. Your defense. Tell the gate agent early that you are willing to be bumped if needed before they ask. Ask what the compensation is, and get the rebooked seat or cabin confirmed in writing. Only do it when your schedule is truly flexible, never with a tight connection. Magic phrase. If you need a volunteer to take a later flight, I'm flexible. What does that include for me? That is the airline paying you to be patient. The next secret is sitting in your wallet right now. Secret number 2, the lounge and comfort you already paid for. This is the one I think is the most wasted. Millions of travelers over 60 carry a travel rewards card that already includes airport lounge visits or discounted day passes and never once use it. Quiet seating, free food, free Wi-Fi, a real restroom, a place to rest between flights. On a 3-hour layover, that beats a hard chair and a $7 sandwich. You are not sneaking in anywhere. You paid for it in the annual fee years ago, and it is not only lounges. The same cards often cover a checked bag, priority boarding, or a comfort seat already included. Check the card you have carried for years. Tonight, before your next trip. Your defense. Open your card's travel benefits page before you fly. Look for lounge and travel credits. If your card doesn't include a lounge, ask the desk about a paid day pass. Layovers over 2 hours make the math work. Look for included perks you forgot. Free checked bag, priority boarding, seat credits. Magic phrase. I'd like to use the lounge access included with my card, please. That comfort is already yours. And now, the one I made this whole video for. Secret number 1, the federal rule the airline prays you don't quote. Here is what the airline will not explain while you stand at the gate. If they move you down, they owe you. When you paid for a higher cabin and get involuntarily seated in a lower one, federal rules say you are owed the difference back, not a shrug, not a voucher you have to fight for. And if you are bumped from an oversold flight against your will, there is a written compensation rule the airline must follow. These aren't airline favors. They are U.S. Department of Transportation rules, written down on the government's own passenger rights pages where anyone can read them. Nobody at the gate is going to hand you any of this. You ask, calmly, and you watch the tone change. The passenger who quotes the rule gets taken seriously. Your defense. If you are downgraded, ask for the fare difference back in writing that day. If you are involuntarily bumped, ask for the required compensation. Not just a rebooking. Stay calm and name the source. The U.S. Department of Transportation rules. The phrase does the work. Magic phrase. I was moved to a lower cabin. I'd like the fare difference refunded as the DOT rules require. That is not a favor. That is the law. Standing behind every seat you paid for. After years of watching travelers our age sit in the back, paying full price while better seats flew empty up front, I can tell you this. Airlines aren't hiding these upgrades. They are simply waiting to see if you know the words to ask. Now you do, but asking at the gate only covers half of it. There is a second list of free upgrades, the ones flight crews hand out quietly at 35,000 feet once you are already on board. And most passengers over 60 never see a single one. It's on the screen right now. I'll see you there.